Hi, I'm Una. I'm from the BMP TV. I am interviewing Mark Logan. Mark, could you tell us where we are, please?
We're in Abercrombie House, which is a homeless hostel based in Essex. And I'm here today with Jenna McBride. She's actually been in this hostel for a 6-month period. She's got a young child with her. As you can see by the state of this room, this is the kind of place that she's been living in for a 6-month period. It's like serving a prison sentence for this young lady and a young child. I'm saying to you, Mr. Brown, there is 1.6 million people on council housing waiting lists. You have siphoned off £2 billion every year since you've been in power. There is an urgent need for more council housing, and it's quite an easy thing to remedy. Why don't you allow the local councils to keep this £2 billion that you're siphoning off every year? You've actually siphoned off £26 billion since you've been in power. These are the kind of people that's affected, and Gina's going to tell you a heart-wrenching story, what she's gone through living in this homeless person's unit. Would you like to explain to me and to TV what you've experienced and what you've gone through since living here?
I got to the point of just before Christmas of actually being suicidal because it got me so down. I haven't had no support, and the council took 8 months to decide that they was going to give me, like, whether they was going to house me or not.
Yeah, well, they actually should have done. Under the 1996 Housing Act, I think it's 56 days you should have been informed, really. So that, yeah, it's 33 days, and you've actually waited a hell of a lot longer. Deplorable, absolutely deplorable. It really is. But carry on, Jenna.
I don't know what else to say, really. It's just got me so down. I feel like I failed my child because being homeless for 13 months has really took its toll on me. Just being stuck in a room with no storage, I haven't had support from family or any support from anywhere, really.
But do you agree with me that more should be done to provide council dwellings for people in your kind of predicament?
Yeah, it's well needed.
And was you aware that the local authorities don't get to keep all the money from rents and capital receipts, which means the sale of council dwellings, that central government actually siphoned off quite a lot of that money? That could have been injected into the boroughs to build more council housing for yourself. Is there anything you'd like to say to Mr. Brown, the MP? Don't be fearful, because he's only a human being like you and I.
Just help us people that are, haven't got loads of money, and don't forget about people like us. We're not bad people, and I've got a child to look after, and she's important, and don't forget, people that are stuck in places like this. Because it's very hard.
What he needs to take on board, Mr. Brown, is that you mentioned earlier that you voted Labour, and you are Mr. Brown's employee. You employ people like Mr. Brown and councillors, because without your vote they won't be in these positions of power that they're in, and I think it's about time they started paying you for voting for them. How do you feel the same sentiment? Do you feel the same, that they should start working for you? You're their employee,
it makes
and
you
you've been let down.
I've been very let down by a lot of people.
It's a massive problem, housing, in all boroughs at the moment. And I'm a firm believer that a lot of the antisocial behaviour stems from housing issues. There's people like yourself, you people that have left home, they want to start building their own lives, but there's no light at the end of the tunnel. They can't afford to get onto the property ladder, they can't afford to get onto the social housing list. You've just been abandoned. And I hope Mr. Brown does actually listen to what you've said to him today. And thank you very much for spending a bit of time with me. It's the first time you've met me as your local councillor, isn't it? It's been an honour and a privilege, and thank you for what you've contributed to the BNPTV, and it will be submitted to Mr. Brown, and we'll wait to see what his response will be. But Gina, thank you ever so much. Is it correct, Gina, that you were told by the London Borough Pay Room that they had no duty to rehouse you because they feel that you've made yourself intentionally homeless and yet you were fleeing a violent relationship? And you've been waiting a 6-month period.
3 months altogether, but 6 months in this hospital.
So, and they said they had a duty not to rehouse you. You've got a young daughter who, she's absolutely beautiful, the daughter, 20 months old.
Right.
So they said that they've got a duty not to rehouse you. You've appealed that decision with a solicitor, and you're now sitting waiting for a decision by the London Borough Pay Room. I'm just astounded that they've found that they didn't initially have a duty to rehouse you when you are fleeing a violent relationship with a young daughter in tow. I trust and hope that all goes well and they do rescind that decision and find it within their hearts to show a bit of compassion and actually they do rehouse you. Please God, they do. How do you feel about the way you've been treated and the fact that the London Borough Pay Room said to you that they've got no duty to rehouse you because you made yourself intentionally homeless?
It's devastating to hear that, especially after waiting 8 months for that decision. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Frustrating. I'm angry.
Yeah, which is understandable. Yeah. I'm actually sitting there. I'm quite angry. Listening to your tale. How someone can flee a violent relationship and protect yourself, your child, and they're saying that you made yourself intentionally homeless. I find the actions of the London Borough Pay Room most despicable. And you've done the right thing by appealing, definitely. And if I find that I'm successful with this appeal, please come back to me and let me see what I can do to actually help the situation. Okay. Well, thanks for being interviewed, Gina. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Right,